Hello team, welcome back to a series of Coach's Corner. And Coach's Corner is where I answer a question from some of my subscribers and then directly make a video on that, because a lot of the time some people will have the same question as you, and I think the more that we can get and ask questions and be more knowledgeable about training and strength training, all those sorts of things, it's going to be a benefit for everybody. So the question that this person has left for me was, I have been strength training 3 times a week since I retired 15 years ago. Does it matter what weight I'm using? Because sometimes I use 5 kilos, that's heavy for me. And sometimes because I'm a bit achy, I am 73 years old, I go light and use a 3 kilogram dumbbell. Does it matter if I'm not consistent with the weight? Thanks. This is a brilliant question, and I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of value from this, all right? So I've made some bullet points here I want to quickly talk about with you. So there's something called RPE, or rate of perceived exertion. It just means how hard it feels at the time. Now, your muscles are amazing, all right? And sometimes we're not always going to be firing on all cylinders. If you were a younger person, I may say, look, just use the same weight and push a bit harder, because you are 73, and I absolutely commend you for strength training for 15 years. That is amazing, by the way. I'm sure you're running rings around all your peers, right? But your body cares about effort more than the exact weight, because our muscles only understand time and attention. They only understand that how hard is the muscle working at any one time, right? So as long as the last 2 to 3 reps of any exercises are hard, and when we talk about RP, I'm talking about like maybe 7 or 8 out of 10 difficulty, okay? That would be for you being 73. For younger people, it may be a bit more. But think of it this way, 7 or 8 out of 10. This is 1 out of 10 light. And then progressively, 6, 7, let's say that's 7 out of 10. So as long as you're hitting the last 2 to 3 reps, okay? So if you're doing 15 reps of that at any exercise, the last 2 to 3 are hard and challenging, and that's going to be perfect. And you can absolutely use a lighter weight if you're not feeling up to it or your body is a bit sore, right? And you can, just see how it feels in the moment. Consistency is going to be more key to this than anything else, all right? But again, over time, those weights should start to increase a little bit as well. You may be a 6 now in a couple of months' time, maybe a 7, and then you'll drop down to 3s and 4s if you're a bit tired. But net gain should be kind of going up a little bit if you can do that, right? So lighter weights, my point number 2, can actually build strength, all right? And you'll see this in a lot of real world scenarios, if you like. So sometimes you may see hairdressers, right? And they're there snipping hair and their arms and shoulders are up. They might have big traps and big shoulders because they're sitting in this position all day long. Nothing heavy, it's just scissors. But it's that constant time and attention makes them bigger. You'll often see cyclists as well with really big legs, okay? Because they're cycling a lot. Sometimes the cycling isn't difficult itself, but they do lots and lots of repetitions of a light gear, which give them bigger legs, all right? Then you can on the days that you feel good, you can have the heavier days. You can use a heavier dumbbell, and that's totally fine as well. And the thing with using heavier dumbbells than you used to as well, it's actually going to lend itself more towards sort of bone density, because when you're hitting that 70 odd age, or even from 50 onwards, I guess, you do need to worry about your bone density. And if you're always doing light dumbbells or light exercises, although the muscles get strong, the bones don't get as strong, all right? So you really need to be doing some heavier stuff as well, whatever you can handle to help with bone density as well. So don't always go for the easy lighter weights. Sometimes challenge yourself as well. And then you just mix it up as you go along. And like I said, consistency is going to outbeat what you do on any given day. And that's the key as well. Like I said, it's amazing how you're 73 and you're still doing this. I love the fact that you're doing it. It's fantastic. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have the same question. In my gym, my facility, I get asked that all the time. And I do use the RPE scale, rate of perceived exertion scale, to guide you as well. And even in my own training, I do the same thing as well. Sometimes I can go in the gym and I can lift quite heavy, and other days I'm a bit tired, or whatever that is, and I'll do a bit lighter, but it's still challenging. Like, as long as it's challenging, it's fine. And that's going to be the great way for you to do it. So amazing question. And guys, if you have got a question you'd love me to answer, just leave a question in the comments down below. Or one of the best ways to do this, actually, there's a link down below to something called SpeakPipe, and it allows you to leave a voice message, okay? And 90 seconds, get your message in, and I will play that on here and I'll answer it directly like I'm doing right now. But if you want to ask me any questions, I'd love to answer them for you as well. I've got a couple queued up already as we go along. So if I start getting more, I might do 2 coach corners a week to answer some of those questions for you. So again, like if you're struggling with any resources, or if you haven't downloaded my walking guide or my strength guide, there's links down below for you to do that as well. And you know, fantastic. Keep the questions coming in. Now, if you've never been to a coach's corner, or if you have been to coach's corner before, you know what I do next, all right? And this is just to let me know how many people stick around to the end, because I know the people that stick around to the end are my people. They're the people that want to be fit, strong, healthy, and be alive for many, many years to come, right? So I leave a keyword that I want you to leave in the comments just to let me know that you made it. And I've just finished a raspberry Powerade, okay? So if you have stuck around, the secret keyword today is Powerade. So leave Powerade in the description, and don't forget to submit your questions, and I will see you on the next video. Have a fantastic day, team. Bye-bye.